In this video, we will cover the different aspects of job analysis. About the meaning of the word job analysis. It is a process of collecting job-related information. The process of collecting any details about a job is called job analysis. There are two outcomes for job analysis. They are job description and job specification. About the details of job description. Job description can be defined as unorganized, factual statements of duties and responsibilities of a specific job. If the duties and responsibilities of a specific job or a particular position are detailed and written in the form of statements, that is called as job description. In this image, you can see job analysis, which is the process of collecting detailed information about the job, can result in two outcomes, job description and job specification. And job description is nothing but task and responsibilities tagged to a job. Coming to the contents of job description. A detailed job description consists of job title, job location, job summary, reporting to working condition, job duties, machines to be used, hazards, etc. There is no formal format for job description. Most of the job description written by companies include these details. Coming to the aims of job description. The first aim, job description collects job-related data in order to advertise for a particular job. Job description gives all related data so that recruiters can advertise for a particular job. Thus, it helps in attracting, targeting, recruiting and selecting the right candidate for right job. Job description provides for selecting right candidate for right job, in short. The second aim is it is done to determine what need to be delivered in a particular job or what is expected out of a particular job from a candidate. Otherwise, it clarifies what employees are supposed to do if they are selected for the particular job opening. Third aim, it gives recruiting staff a clear view of what kind of candidate is required for a particular department or division to perform a specific job. Job description details all the job related information under various headings. So it gives the recruiting staff or the personal management staff to select what kind of candidate for a particular job. Last aim, it also clarifies who will report to whom, or it will clarify the line of authority. Coming to the types of job description. There are two types, general job description and specific purpose job description. About the general job description, it consists of job title, job location, job summary, reporting to and the duties. In specific purpose job description, the job duties are outlined in more detailed way, like detailed duties and responsibility, subtask, how each task is performed and what are the essential functions of a particular job. About the advantages of job description. Number one, it helps supervisors in assigning tasks to the subordinate so that he can guide and monitor their performance. Job description clearly says what has to be done by a particular employee. So the supervisors are able to oversee the work of employees since the responsibilities are already defined. Second, it assists in manpower planning. We have already seen how a job description helps in recruitment process. Thus, it helps in manpower planning. Third, it helps the supervisors in performance appraisal. Already we have seen. Fourthly, it is helpful in job evaluation in order to decide about the rate of remuneration for a specific job. The rate of remuneration of a particular job also can be decided by job description. And the last advantage, it also helps in chalking out training and development programs. By job description, we can assess the performance of employee. Then if there are any deficiency in the performance of the employee, training program can be organized. Thus, job description helps in chalking out training and development program. Coming to the limitations of job description, a job description does not stay constant. It changes with time and growth of the company. In other words, we can say a company manager or the top level management have to revise and review job description. Second, it outlines only the positive points of the job. The negative aspects are completely ignored. Now we will see an example of a job description. Already we have told there is no formal format for job description, but some of the major details are like job title, class title, report to, supervisors, job summary and qualification. So here in this job description, it is assistant librarian information section. So the job title assistant librarian information section. Class title example assistant librarian. He has to report to librarian or head of the section. He is supervised or he supervises information assistant or library assistant. Then the job summary of this particular position, information section direct the provision of reference and information services and supervise information. The qualification you can see here, it should be MSc or Bachelor of Library Science with a 55% mark with other details about qualification. Next part of job description is duties to be performed by. So in this example, you can see a number of duties that have to be performed by assistant librarian. And the last part in this job description is salary. So the salary scale is mentioned here, that is rupees 14,000 to rupees 80,000. This is an example of a job description. So far we have covered the first outcome of job analysis, that is job description. Now we will enter into the second outcome, that is job specification. What is job specification? It specifies information about the skills or qualities required for the job. It is also called a man or employee specification since it specifies or mentions the special qualities and skill for a particular post. It is prepared on the basis of job description. Coming to the purpose of preparing job specification, number one, it helps candidate analyze whether are eligible to apply for a particular job vacancy or not. In job specification, already we have told it specifies the quality. So it tells a particular job holder or a job seeker whether he is able to apply for a job or not. That is one purpose. Second, it helps the recruiting team of an organization understand that what level of qualification, qualities and set characteristics should be present in a candidate to make him or her eligible for the job opening. It helps the recruiters to identify candidates with the correct qualities if job specification are mentioned about that particular job. Thirdly, it gives detailed information about any job, including job responsibilities, desired technical and physical skill, conversation abilities, and much more. Coming to the components of job specification, one is educational background. It includes the academic knowledge required, including school education, graduate, postgraduate, and other qualification. Second, it specifies the skills required, the particular skills that are required to accomplish the task. Thirdly, the experience, the employment details of the past and present employees that include company's name, designation, salary, job profile, duration, etc. The job specification consists of educational background, skills, and experience required. About advantages of this outcome of job description. First one, helpful in preliminary screening of candidates. Second, helps in giving due justification for each job since special skills are mentioned in description. It also helps in designing training and development program. It helps the supervisors for counseling and monitoring performance of employees. Fifth one, it helps in evaluation of the job. Sixth, it helps the management to take decisions regarding promotion, transfers, and giving extra benefits to the employees according to the skills. It helps in selecting the most appropriate candidate for a particular job. About the limitation of job specification. Job specification of the company for a particular job may change with change in technology. That means, like job description, it is not static. It has to be changed as the company or technology changes. Drafting a job description is a lengthy process. It requires complete understanding and knowledge of the job. Now we will see an example of job specification for assistant librarian. Earlier we have seen the job description. So from the job description, it comes job specification of the assistant librarian. The contents are job title, assistant librarian. It mentioned the qualification, master degree in library information science, experience minimum 2 years. Then it mentioned the key aspect of job specification, that is the qualities or skills required. You can see here special attributes or special qualities are mentioned and the physical attributes are also mentioned. Next common job profile. You can see here the profile of assistant librarian and reporting to librarian. These are the details of job specification of assistant librarian. Coming to the key aspect of this presentation, that is the difference between job description and job specification. Already we have seen the meaning. Job description is the detailed information about the vacant position, and the contents we have already seen. A job specification is the set of specific qualities required by a candidate for a particular job. About the origin, job description is the outcome of job analysis. Job specification is the outcome of job description. Elements of job description: job title, job location, job role, salary, responsibility, duties, allowances, incentives, etc. Job specification: attributes, knowledge, skills, experience, and educational qualification. The purpose of job description: describing job profile. Job specification: the purpose is specifies the eligibility criteria. Job description says companies offering to the candidate in the form of salary. Job specification says company's expectation from the candidate. Here is the end of this section. Thanks for watching.